All right, guys, welcome back. We're just going to call this hour number 2. I sold enough Amazon Prime subs, and Twitch allowed me back on the internet. So
Good.
all is good there. We figured it all out. We're all good to go.
I bought
Neil.
3.
Yeah, Ryan pitched in. He got 3 of them. He's a nice
3
guy.
Amazon Prime, so it gets. If I order something, I can get it within 30 minutes. Anything.
You have early access to the drones too, I think.
Yep. That's
And
part
I
of the
can actually
perks.
control them to be used on anyone I want
Yep.
Oh wow.
in a militaristic fashion. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's what you get if you buy 3.
That's true. That's true. All right, Neil. We were talking to Ricktar.
Ricktar, not Rectar.
Well, he had
Although
asked,
he might
had
be.
just asked, "What were you guys even doing down there?" And I said, "Well, like we said, we were investigating the disappearance of the daughter."
Yeah, and then this line must have cut out. He said, "How did you guys even find this place?"
Well, we were searching the graveyard for a couple of leads that we had. We were pointed in this direction from an honest tip, and we found a secret passage. And when we found that secret passage, we also found some evidence of magic being used, which of course could be part of what's going on here.
Ancient history.
So you say. So we will leave the site to you. I'm going to go collect my hammer. We'll leave it, and that'll be that.
Hold on a second.
You're downstairs.
What do you mean by ancient? Okay, you're right.
You're downstairs still hammering away.
Before it cut off at the break, I asked him like I said something to the effect of there's things down there that have been put there very recently. I think you know more than you're letting on, sir. I think maybe you put those there. I like accuse him of being the one to.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
You newcomers to this town, and you think that I am dealing in sorcery?
I don't know you. I don't know your story. I'm just investigating, and I think that you want us out of here because we're getting close.
I turn around and kind of raise my eyebrows.
The silence. That guards. I think you should be careful. He's getting silent, and when they get silent, that's when they attack. Trust me, I know.
The officer says, Lord Ricktar has been a prominent member of this community for 30 years. His great-grandfather ruled this city. He is beyond any form of suspicion. If he had wanted to murder the Duchess, he could have done so at any point in time.
Okay.
Yeah, I turn back to
Zansel,
Victorian, and I do like a not bad face to Victorian.
Yeah. I can see what we're dealing with. Look, like we said, we're sorry for the misunderstanding. As you can understand, we're stuck here until we solve this crime, so we have a reason to want to find this out. But it seems like
Neil?
you are without reproach.
While they're doing that, I want to move silently towards the grave area. Like the lower area.
You want to go down the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay. While they're talking, you walk downstairs. You see Tariq down there hammering away. Upstairs, you guys can still hear the echoes of hammers, but...
Can I whisper to Tariq?
Sure. What do you whisper to Tariq?
I tell him that if they have to leave, I'm going to be there to spy on what's going on with them here.
All right. I just kind of like.
Tariq, you are not surprised or spooked by this voice all of a sudden whispering in your ear.
Well, I recognize it. Right?
Yeah, I know, but still, like, if you're hammering away and all of a sudden a voice whispers in your ear, it can be kind of terrifying, but you're cool. You keep your calm. Hold on.
I just kind of like nod understandingly.
I shout down and say, Tariq, can you bring my hammer up there? We have to leave.
So I come upstairs.
Okay.
What do you
Jen,
mean we
do
have
you
to
stay
leave?
downstairs?
Hmm.
Do you stay or go?
I stay.
Okay.
I'm
Tariq,
going to put myself up against the wall so that if they come in, they don't bump into me or anything.
Tariq, you go upstairs, and Ricktar himself walks over to the hidden switch and just kind of stands by it while the guards start to escort you guys out of the graveyard.
Is there like a captain that's with the guards or anything
Yeah.
like that?
Well, he's an officer, yeah.
Why are we being escorted out?
I'll tell you all
Well,
about it
you're
when we're
leaving
gone.
the tomb, right? And there's one exit to the graveyard, so we're all just happening to walk in the same direction at the same time.
Ah, there you go.
Um,
Oh, whoops.
Neil,
we
sorry.
were investigating
muted.
that tomb in the disappearance of the Duke's daughter.
Tariq, we covered it, but I'll explain it all to you as we go.
By the way, Neil, as I see them walking away, then I'm gonna go back at the entrance of the grave.
You can't see them walking away from your spot.
Oh, well, I mean, I peek at some point. Am I stuck forever in a position of hiding, Neil, or can I
No,
peek
no.
and see that they're walking?
You wait a few minutes for them to walk away,
Sure.
but hold on. As the party is walking away, Ricktar, toggles the switch, and the grave goes
That's what I figured.
and closes over you. But
The hidden switch?
The switch that we
You
use.
die.
Yeah.
I PM'd you something, Jen.
Okay. So at some point, do I get to do something, or
Yeah,
what are
you
we
can-
gonna do?
yeah. We're just gonna deal
Like,
with.
do you want me to like message campaign 1-on-1 with you until something?
No, let's just. You and I will just do this now, but we'll just assume the others don't hear any of this or see any of this or have any knowledge of it
Yeah,
whatsoever.
of course.
Cool.
Okay.
I don't actually say
yeah,
anything.
so-
I do recognize that Leah's gone, but I kind of raised my eyebrow at everyone like,
But she was invisible.
Yeah,
I
we
know.
kind
Yeah.
of expect her to be following.
we could have
But
left
I
her back
did-
there to scout.
She is
so-
invisible and silent at all when she's invisible because of her boots of elven kind.
Sure.
Yeah, but I did
so-
tell Ryan.
You did tell Ryan. Jen, down there, when Ricktar closes the tomb entrance, the entrance that Victarion was pounding and chipping away at moves inward and then to the side.
Do I see that? I'm an elf, so I guess I can't see what's going on.
You hear it moving more than anything. It's pitch black down here without. Actually, there's still some candles burning on the other side, so there's some
Oh.
light. There's enough light that you can see.
Well, then I'm gonna slowly walk towards there, and actually, I'm still gonna cast detect secret passages to see if there's something else further away.
You already cast it today.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. That's how you
That-
found this passage.
Oh, okay.
Well, we did sleep. Oh, you mean the second passage?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
so. Okay. Well, I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Oh
Not that
man,
rich.
all sorts of shit just goes off the charts.
Oh!
There's a candelabra in the corner that is magical. There's a pen that's magical. There's a magical potion. There's 3 magical potions. One of the books, a couple of the books on the shelf radiate magic. That's about it.
All right, noted. Him. I'm gonna cast light so that I see well, as detect magic is still on.
Okay, you cast light and the whole room lights up.
So anything more, or is everything very clear? Like if I look at the walls and everything, nothing looks suspicious.
I mean, what do you mean by suspicious? It's a stone wall, 20 by 20 square, one pillar in the very center. There's a bookshelf. There's 2 bookshelves against one wall. The other wall has a desk on it with some papers and stuff. Another wall has an alchemical lab against it. The third wall is the wall that you came in through. There's a couple of candelabras sitting around. One of them is magical. The one the one between the desk and the alchemical table.
Okay. As I wait, I'm gonna cast Past Life on the hair I had or something. I think I had 2 items to cast Past Life on. I had like hair and
You had
something
hair
else.
from the girl,
Yeah.
and you had hair from the priest.
Yeah, and I only detected on one, and I
You
felt
did on the
nothing.
girl.
So she's still alive, and now I'm gonna do it on the priest.
Okay. You cast it on the priest's hair, and what does the spell do exactly?
If he's dead, I'm supposed to see an image of him, what he looks
Yeah,
like.
you have a pretty accurate image of who he is.
Ha! And then I look happy because it confirms my idea was right. Yeah. Can I estimate how much airtime I have in here? Seems
No.
pretty big. No.
I don't know how you would estimate that.
Okay. Um, if I cast Dispel Magic, I'm not too sure of how the spell works, but does it temporarily disenchant things or is it permanent? Like, I'm very
If you
confused.
cast it on a specific item, let's double check.
Because it seems like it contradicts itself, kind of.
I'm looking up the spell now. Where is my Dispel Magic spell? Dispel Magic. First, remove spell and spell-like effects, including device effects and innate abilities from creatures or objects. Second, it disrupts the casting of those in the area. Third, it destroys magical potions. Each effect of the potion and a spell's ability is checked to determine if it is dispelled. The caster can always dispel his own magic otherwise. The chance to dispel depends on the difference in level between the magic effect and the caster. The base chance is 50%. If the caster is higher level than the creator. Dispel magic does not affect a specialty enchanted item such as a magic scroll, ring, wand, rod, staff, miscellaneous item, weapon, shield, or armor unless it is cast directly upon the item. This renders the item non-operational for 1d4 rounds. An item possessed and carried by a creature gains the creature's saving throw against the effect. Otherwise, it is automatically rendered non-operational. An interdimensional interface, such as a bag of holding, rendered non-operational, would temporarily be closed. Note that the item's physical properties are unchanged. A non-operational magic sword is still a sword. Okay. Is that cleared up for you?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait like an hour or two.
An hour.
Yeah, I sit down and I try to relax. I don't feel comfortable touching things alone in a closed area. So I sit down.
Okay.
And we'll see if they come back, and if not, in 2 hours you can poke me.
Okay. Everyone else. You guys have been escorted out of the cemetery, and the lieutenant and his guards trot off.
Okay.
With Ricktar is left in the cemetery.
So we don't see Ricktar doesn't. He's nowhere near us now.
No. He stayed behind.
Okay.
I think we should do Plan B, and that is to have Leah sneak into the Duke's castle and basically listen in on him.
Yeah,
since one of our leads.
Leia, are you here?
Well, she's all right. She's currently down, still in the tomb.
Oh,
well, it was shut. She's stuck.
Yes, she's shut inside the tomb. I'm still a little confused about why we were escorted off, but I don't think we can just leave her there inside.
That guy was a noble and didn't want us there.
yeah. He's the son of the his great-great-grandfather used to rule this city.
Yeah.
Right. And did
Sands
you
was onto
tell the
something with them.
guards?
He's
Did you tell the
involved
guards
somehow.
that the tomb was a scene of a potential crime
Yes.
scene?
Yep.
And they didn't care.
They would hear nothing of it.
All right. Well,
I think that he's definitely a suspect, though, or into some nefarious shit.
do you have a way of communicating with Leah while
no,
she's down in there?
not at all.
Nothing magical.
No. She has the ring, right? That
Yep.
ring of invis.
Yep.
I feel like I could hear her right now saying "yep."
Jen, what are you saying?
I'm just saying I have it. but-
I would assume so. I heard her. I didn't see her.
Well, I guess if she gets into trouble, I mean, we definitely need to go back, but I think they're going to be watching that closely. You know. We don't
I could just say I forgot something, and we need to open it up and go in there in case we run into somebody. Yeah.
Did you
Why
get
don't we,
your blacksmith tools? Did you get all that?
Tariq handed it to me. Yes.
The guards have walked off, and they've let I forget his name, Ricktar, go back in.
Ricktar,
Let's see what he's doing.
Well, he's still there. Are we just going to walk right back?
Well, no,
Yeah,
we
we
can
forgot.
watch him from afar. See what he's.
All right, here's the plan. Tariq, you're just going to walk up there and just be like, "Hey, I'm back."
I don't know if that's the best plan.
What about that? That gravekeeper seemed mighty friendly with us. Maybe we could get him to help us.
Last I recall, he was very spooked and running
Well,
out
that's
of
because I
the.
scared the shit out of him in the
Right.
middle of the night, but he didn't know that was me.
Neil, is he there, or is he only there at night?
He was there. He's there during the day.
He helped
He
us,
lives
yeah.
in a subsection of the church, and kind of just like the graveyard is his life. He's kind of a sad man.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah, we could try that, or just.
let's say that we're just going to visit the church and investigating things, and he'll be around there. I think that's our best path.
I think that's an okay plan.
Because I mean,
Sure.
what is he gonna say? We're banned from the church? No, you can't do that.
No one's ever been excommunicated or anything like that.
No, that's silly shit. No one's ever done that. Let's go back to the church, and I start walking towards the church rather.
Yeah, I follow.
Okay, you guys arrive at the church.
How close is it to where we were in the graveyard? It's like the church.
It's the graveyard that you were at is at the end of the wall. It's like 2 football fields away from the church.
Okay.
200 meters.
Do we see the gravekeeper anywhere?
You're at the front door of the church. You do not see the gravekeeper.
Do we recognize any of the clerics from the night prior? Or people
Looking
working
into
there?
the church, you do recognize the old kindly cleric that you talked to the previous night. He is giving some sort of sermon to the people attending.
Okay. I mean, I sit down and listen to the sermon. I'm not going to interrupt. I obviously want to talk to this guy.
Okay. The rest of the party?
Yeah, I'm not going to interrupt either.
No.
We just sit down, wait for the
I
sermon.
will. From the church, can we see, like, out the windows or something? Can we see the grave?
No. The grave is... there's too many trees in the graveyard to actually see the grave from the church, even if you were in the back of the church. And mausoleums and gravestones and shit. It's just... There's a lot of stuff over there.
What is his sermon saying, Neil? Or what is he saying in his sermon, rather?
He is talking about patience and how it is a virtue that will be... that we all should have, and how it will make our lives easier, and that while hard times come, if we have patience and faith, they will not be over forever. Or the hard times will leave eventually.
Is this is the crowd like joining in with
No, they're
like
sitting quietly and solemnly.
affirmations? Okay, all right.
No, this is not a Southern Baptist church where
That's
everyone's
what I
up
was
and down.
getting at. That's what I was getting at. All right, yeah. Is it over? Is he done?
You wait like half an hour and it's over.
Is he like shaking people's hands, or does he just leave, or what does he do?
He stands up at the pulpit while everyone files out, and a couple people stand up to ask him questions. There's a short line, 3 people long.
Yeah, I just get in line.
Yeah. The rest of the party's with him?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Cool. All right. He finishes talking to the 3 people ahead of you, and it is your turn to speak to him.
Are we the last people in line?
Yes.
I approach him and I'm like, we've been probably the most patient people in this room. I really liked what you said, and I believe we're about to get rewarded.
Oh. Something tells me you don't mean in the way that I was speaking. What can I do for you?
We need a couple things, but mostly just information. Do you know anything about Lord Richter, or Ricktar rather? He's
Lord Ricktar, yes.
Well, you seem to have some sort of dealings with him, or is that just that you know him?
No, we've had dinner a few times at the Duke's house.
So he's a credible man.
Lord Ricktar is a good man, a good and honest man.
Are there any rumors or anything about his past or his family's history with the town or anything like that?
His great-grandfather is somewhat of a historical figure in town. His fathers before that were influential, but not as significant. But after his great-grandfather's passing, the power in town shifted, and the current duke, the current duke's father, took charge. His family could be considered the second most important family in town.
Is he, upset about that, or does his family hold a grudge or anything like that?
This is a delicate situation. You see, his family fell into some sort of ruin. This is not polite conversation, he says, looks around, but I understand what you're doing here, so I will tell you anyway. His father was somewhat of a less than honest man, a less than decent man.
I just slowly turn to Victor. I'm like, see?
His father made some dealings, made some tradings that did not go so well, among some other personal vices that I won't mention in this space. But he was removed from power, which is a good thing for the town. We all pretend that it didn't happen. We don't talk about it. To my knowledge, Lord Ricktar holds no ill grudge. He himself was on the receiving end of some of these abominations, and I think he's quite content to keep to himself. I do not believe he has any aspirations of lordship or ruling.
I just kind of stroke my beard and nod. I'm like, that's a lot. That's a lot. You've been a lot of help. One last thing, we need to speak to the current attending gravekeeper. Is he on the grounds somewhere? Do you know him?
Yes,
his name's Herb or Herb or
Herb. Yes, Herb. He should be out in the graveyard right now.
Can would you mind showing us, or having one of the clergyman or something showing us?
I will send one of our younger acolytes with you
Fantastic.
to escort you through.
Fantastic.
Beatrix. He waves over this young woman who hops up to you guys and goes, "Yes, what can I do?" And dialogue is exchanged, and she will lead you into the graveyard.
Great. We go to the graveyard.
Okay. She talks to you pleasantly and walks you through the graveyard until you guys spot Herb. If there's anything you'd like to say to her, let's do that before you guys arrive.
I don't think so.
I don't.
I think it's just small talk. Whatever
Cool.
she's talking about, we answer.
You arrive at Herb.
Okay. I turned. Is it Beatrice? Is that her name?
Beatrix.
Beatrix. I say, Beatrix. This is a rather personal matter, but we would love for you to stay out here. Can you excuse me for 1 second?
Of course. She bows politely and walks 20, 30 feet away.
Yeah, I walk over to Herb and I'm like, Herb, what do you know what happened to Lord Ricktar? Did he stay here in the graveyard? We got kicked out.
No, I didn't see him. Why did you get kicked out?
Well, someone got a little bit upset that we were messing with things that perhaps they didn't want us to mess with. You know how it goes.
He nods slowly.
Have you seen? Did he depart? You haven't seen him at all?
I haven't seen him at all. Granted, I've been busy digging the Falcon's grave over here, but
How long has it been since we were kicked out? About an hour?
Yeah, about an hour. We should switch back to Jen though at this point.
Okay.
If you guys don't mind. Jen, you're sitting down there for
hours already?
Well, you're sitting down there for about half an hour when all of a sudden the door, the sliding door that
As soon as
Victorian
I
had
get
been
that
chiseling his way through.
Before you continue, I'm gonna. Wait, the door I'm in? I'm not in it. I'm looking at it, right?
You're in the library.
You're in the library.
I would not have stayed in the library. I would have stayed outside the library.
Okay.
I was looking in. That's why I threw the light. I didn't know I walked in. I don't even think I walked in.
Okay.
That's how I saw
That
it.
you
Anyway.
wouldn't have seen.
But I lighted up and then I looked and then that's
No,
it.
but then you wouldn't have seen some of the. Nope. Actually, everything's still visible from where you are. You're cool.
Yes. So it's like the door is coming. The sound is coming from this part or the part
Both
outside?
doors are moving currently.
Both doors. Okay. Then I turn off the light and I'm gonna use the ring.
The light is inside the library.
Yeah, I turn it off. Right.
So you walk.
Like,
You have to walk into the library to turn out the light because it's a candle.
no.
Well, it's
My
her power.
light casting.
Oh,
my
magic
power.
light.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed. Yeah. All right, you dispel
I
your
turned-
light. Poof.
I turn that off and then I put on the ring and I say Tarnas.
All right. The door to the library shuts. There's a pause, and then it starts to. It shuts, and the main door opens, and then there's a pause, and then the library door starts to open again, and the main door starts to shut, and you hear a thump
I go out
and,
of the way.
the trotting sound as Lord Ricktar himself comes hustling down the staircase.
Just hustling or hustling and bustling?
Just
I'm-
hustling right now.
I make sure I get out of the way in the place that looks like it's gonna be least likely touched. Like if there's like a dark corner that there's nothing
Yeah.
interesting in, that's where I go.
He quickly walks down into the area, and as the door up top shuts, and there's just the candlelight from inside, he gives an audible sigh, chants some magic words, and the entire
Do I
area is filled
recognize
with
it?
light.
I don't
Well,
recognize-
the whole area is filled with light, so it's some sort of light spell. Do you have the spellcraft proficiency?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I know how good it is? Like continual light or just normal light?
Just normal.
Okay.
He walks into the library room and starts poking around through things. He blows out the candle that's there. Do you follow and watch? What do you? Because you're kind of hiding in a corner right now in the
Yeah.
antechamber.
Do
She
I
begins fapping.
do I not see him anymore, or can I see him from
Oh,
my...
he walks into the library, so you can't see him from where you are.
This is just Neal's long way of getting a dick joke into Solum, where all the guy is going to do is reveal that this is his FAP chamber that's been passed down from
Jesus, guys, you ruined all this build up. 2 weeks.
We
2
figured
weeks
it
of
out,
build-up.
guys. We
My
figured
porn
it out.
chamber is
What
finally
if-
secure.
Magic books. Imagine what you can do with magic.
They
porn,
turn the
guys.
pages themselves, man. They don't even need to get...
If I carefully like walk to the side to just give myself an angle into the door, do I see what's going on or not?
Yeah, he's kind of walking around, looking at stuff, making sure that nothing's been touched. It seems.
Okay. And I get ready to like move out of the way if he comes back, but very stealthily with no noise with the books.
And he breathes a big sigh of relief after looking over everything. Comes over to inspect the door that's like shifted into the side, so you have to like poke your head all the way around the corner to see him now. And he's looking at the area that Victorian had chiseled and just like, oh my god, and says audibly, "This is going to take forever to fix. God, how am I going to get someone down here to fix this?" He sighs, looks about for a little bit, walks over to the wall that would be on the bookshelf side, the right wall when you're looking through the hole, and pushes on a brick, and then quickly steps through as the door starts to slide shut. And then he's in the antechamber, the library door slides shut, and he starts ascending the staircase out.
So he's leaving.
Yeah.
Did I see where he pushed?
You have a vague idea. I mean, you have a 1 foot by 1 foot. square.
Okay, so I could like poke and prod.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I stay there.
Cool. He goes to the surface, and then the doors start shifting again, and the tomb door closes, while the library door opens. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Anything else you want to do?
Nah, I'm gonna add the 2 hours because I feel like I got some air in there. I'm feeling good. I like my tomb.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Rest of the party. You eventually come back, or you're talking to Herb, right?
Yep.
All right. Continue.
Shit, what was the last thing I said?
He said he hadn't seen Ricktar at all
Yeah.
because he's been digging the Falcon's grave.
Do you know whereabouts where we were prior to, when you brought those candles in? Do you think you could show us over there again?
You can't find your way? He says, leading you.
I kind of just like put my head down as if I'm ashamed of saying this. I'm like, I want to make sure that there's always someone who's supposed to be there with us rather than us just being there. You know what I'm saying, Herb? You get me?
You're talking about bureaucracy. You're talking about the man.
I'm talking about the man, Herb.
The man.
He's getting us down, and we get down with the get down. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I like to get down, but when the man gets you down, it's a different sort of get down.
I don't know what we're saying anymore, Herb. Can you please follow us to the
I think
store?
Herb is saying that he goes down.
Like the economy? Or-
No.
Oh.
And in these
I like
times, that is
dance.
quite the thing to say, might I tell you.
You guys arrive back at the crypt.
Dig's more than just a grave, I guess.
Okay. Is it open or is it closed?
It is currently closed.
Herb, would you mind pushing that over there for us? And then acting real surprised?
He walks over to the. I take it you're talking about the switch. He walks over there and goes, "Push this."
Yeah.
He pushes it and it slides in, and the tomb starts to shift. And he steps back, really surprised, like, "Oh my god! I've been working in this graveyard my whole life, and I've never known about this."
I'm glad we could help, Herb. I'm glad we could help.
Is there anyone around when this happens that we can see in our general area?
No, the graveyard's pretty quiet.
Oh,
There's
what
a
is
couple-
Beatrice doing? Is she still following us? I didn't tell her to go anywhere.
No, she stayed where she was when you guys left.
Okay. I looked down into the thing. Do I see anything?
No, Jen, the door opens after like 20 minutes.
Yeah. I'm still invis, I guess.
Yeah.
I go, if anyone is in there, it's now time to come out. I just like look up at the trees as this happens.
Birds here are quite boisterous.
Yeah, they never shut the fuck up. That's
No,
for
they
sure.
don't. Even when they're making the wrong sound at the wrong time.
Yep. Yep. Gotta wait about 10 more seconds to see if anyone wants to leave.
All right.
Then we should go out and get some air. You know what I
I
mean?
get out of the tomb.
Okay, you guys have no idea that she's left.
Yeah, no, we're still saying the same thing.
I
She's
do
just
the
looking
cuckoo
around.
cuckoo from next to them.
Like I'm
Oh, there's
gonna,
that. Okay.
I'm gonna hope that bird is gonna leave soon. Herb, would you mind hitting that thing again?
He walks over and pushes it again, and the thing starts to slide shut.
He goes, well, that's a weird contraption. I can't believe you've never seen that before, Herb. It's really weird.
Yeah, I put a torch in that spot many times when I've been over here cleaning graves.
Does that torch ever move? Has anyone ever? Have you ever come back and seen it not there?
No, I mean, yeah, I usually take it with me when I'm done cleaning.
No.
You know, I've used these sconces plenty of times. Hell, there's sconces in half the tombs here. Well, 10th of the tombs here, but I'm gonna have to go check all of them. He says excitedly.
Yeah.
Does this might be a little off topic, but does Lord Richter visit this area much?